Okay, y'all, we are ready to frost the cakes. Almost. So, you're probably saying, what's up with the knives? Well, if you do not have cooling pans, um, this is just kind of an alternative. You just put a little knife under the edge and it allows some airflow and helps it to cool off without sticking to the plate. All right, now this little boy, I tried using the dental floss on and it really just did not work as well as I would like for it to. So, handy dandy cake knife. See those serrated edges? That's supposed to be what does the job. So we're going to see. We are going to see what happens. Now, ideally, you want to have that set up so that your dish can't slide. Now, I'm going to tell you, there are some things, if you bake a lot, I think they're worth having. One, cooling racks. Pastry blender. Now, this is a little on the, it's not really a need, it's more of a want. But you know those little cake stands and they swivel around so that you can turn it when you're frosting your cake? Yeah, that's not a need. Okay. All right, so we're going to see how this works. If I don't slice into the hand. Now, I wonder what's going to happen with this top part of this cake. Oh, look at that. Kind of uneven. I'm going to have to be careful with the next one or I'm going to end up with a really short little cake, which is not what I wanted. Okay, look how that one has a little lip on it, y'all. Can you see that? That's crazy. Okay, so what I'll do is take a little off at a time. Now see, when the kids were little, they would be right here on top of me and all their little friends. There, that's a nice thick layer. That's good. That'll be the top one. Or maybe the bottom one. I don't know. Gotta think about that. Now, y'all, as far as this frosting goes, to get a little in between the layers and get it all around the sides and also on the top, you really should add something to this. Now, if I had some Cool Whip, I would have added some and it would make this go a lot farther. So I'm going to have to be stingy in between the layers and try to make it last as, good as possible. Alrighty. Oh my gosh, I forgot this stuff was blue. Holy moly, look at that. Now, I'm going to tell y'all the truth. That makes me kind of nauseous. So, you just stir this up really good. And like I said, if I was smart enough that I had some Cool Whip, I could have plopped this all out into a bowl and added a little Cool Whip. But I did not. Now, one thing I thought about doing to make this go better, farther, was to nuke it just a little bit in the microwave and make it softer. Now, look, that's what I'm talking about, getting it on your hands. I don't know why that bothers me, but it does. Y'all got to hold on a second while I get a paper towel. I'll just use my wet cloth. Okay. All right, let's see. How am I going to put that together? I'm absolutely going to have to take a little bit more off of this one because it is just too high on that side. Okay. I definitely need some kids here to... Now, I want to try to get... There we go. As many crumbs off as possible. Do y'all know that they make this spray that you can spray around the edges and it seals your cake so you don't have any crumbs? I just can't imagine. Wipe my knife a little bit here. Oh, there's my lid. I usually lay that on. Okay, so here's my clean dish. Now, what I'm going to do is, let me see if I have some thin foil. I know I do somewhere. Hold on, y'all. There it is. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to put some, if I can get it, here we go. Well, that's not good. Oh, I see why that happened. Okay. Take it out. I don't know, y'all. That might tear too easy. Let me go on and use the heavier stuff. I might have just saved myself a little disaster here. Okay, this one's going to be kind of in the middle. I think I'll use that one for the top and this one for the bottom. Okay, what I'm going to do is, I probably could have made that a little bit thinner. I'm just going to put some little strips. Yeah, I used too much right there. You just need little strips, y'all. You know, I've always been one of those kind of people that if a little is good, a lot must be better. But when you have to start being more frugal, you start with things like, I don't need that big old gob of toothpaste on my toothbrush. I don't need my hair to suds from here to next week. All right. Now then, what that does is when you get through frosting your cake, you just slip those pieces out and your plate will be clean. So, I am loud, I know, y'all. Come on. I could have planned this just a little bit better, huh? That'd work out fine. Okay, no, that's not going to work. Who am I trying to fool? Sliding around. There we go. Now y'all know my hands are very, very clean. Right, Miss Hazel? Yes, Mommy. Okay, now then. Oh, y'all, I'm not kidding. This, you know how much I love sweets. But this is absolutely just, I don't know. Maybe I should just put it in the middle and leave the sides bare. No, I can't do that. But it's going to have to be pretty skimpy. It would be kind of fun to go and take cake decorating classes, but I'm telling y'all, you know, I do not have a lot of patience. Speaking of patience, and I know I always want to call her my little daughter-in-law, but she's my daughter, and I'm so proud of her, y'all. She sends me awesome pictures all the time. And I've got a little montage I'm going to put together. And it is adorable. Adorable. See where that little, I'm trying really hard not to get any crumbs in my frosting. That little turntable, I don't know. One of these days. Oh, my birthday. Veterans Day. I might buy myself a little birthday present. Okay, now then, I hope I have been skimpy enough. Now, y'all, I can't help it. This thing just is too high. Okay, I promise this is the last piece. I've got a whole other cake over here, y'all. Okay, so, trying to get the crumbs off. You know, this is my first little attempt with this. Yeah, he's a little crooked. That's okay, though. I'm going to tell you something. I don't think Jonah will care at all. He won't. I hope his little eyes just light up. He does like my cookies. John has sent me pictures of him eating cookies. So sweet. John and his wife are, you know, I don't use this word very often, but they are lovely people. Lovely. Lovely people. Oh, I was talking about my little daughter, Patience. She sends me the most beautiful pictures of them in the park. Now, the newest one, y'all, was my little baby girl getting her shots. She didn't show me the shots, but she told me how brave little Layana was. She didn't get that from her daddy, y'all. Her daddy was like his mama. You show him a needle and he's ready to hit the road. But you know what? I remember when he had to have some blood work done, when he was taking his Adderall for his ADD. And I swear, y'all, you're not looking at this face, it would make you sick. He was sitting in my lap, and it took two big phlebotomists, and we were trying to hold Sam down to get that blood drawn. Now, he was in the 4th grade. I held off getting him treatment for his ADD until I knew that school was going to get tougher. And he was kicking me and just carrying on like you wouldn't believe. And finally he said, Mom, let me see. And do you know, as soon as, because I was trying to hold his face away, as soon as I let him look, he let the phlebotomist stick that needle right in his vein. Who would have thought? Not me, I can tell you. Okay, now I'm going to see. I think this has a little bit of a high side to it. Here we go. Oh, got a crumb. Anyway, he was like his mom. I mean, needles, But after that, if you would just leave him be and let him watch, he was okay with it. Y'all, that cake is gross. I'm sorry. I can't wait to make a pretty little white one. Okay, it looks like I'm going to have plenty of frosting because I've got over half a can here. That's awesome. This is a little cake, though. I forget. You know, this is a 6-inch cake. This is not a 12-inch or a 9-inch, whatever. I think they're usually 9 or 8. I always like to use the 8-inch cake pans because they were taller. Your cakes were taller. Now, I'm going to tell y'all that the last, like, I don't know, 100 times, this little offset knife is nice. Cupcakes, you want those to rise and be tall. That's what makes them pretty. But cupcakes just don't seem to rise for some reason. And yes, I've got it plugged in. You know, men always ask you that. Do you have it plugged in? There's been a few times when I thought I could hit my husband in the head with a hammer. It was bad enough, though, that he had to be married to me. All of them. Well, I have to say the first one, he kind of deserved me. And I hope I made a believer out of him, that you cannot physically abuse your wives, because I hope he never laid a hand on his second wife. Sometimes men do learn. And women too, y'all. I am not picking on you men at all. Okay, now I'm going to tell you, those of y'all who have, you know, you've decorated cakes and you know all about how to do this, they make these things, they're kind of like this. And they have, this is a really sharp edge. And then you just go around the cake and you can make it really smooth. Y'all believe it or not, this is kind of fun. Well, not kind of. It is fun. How can something be kind of fun? Either it's fun or it's not, right? Okay, now then. I think I am going to try to use that thing, y'all. Now, I think I have read somewhere, or, you know, sometimes I just make stuff up. There's a little cake crumb. Come out of there. There's another one. Where's my rag? There it is. I cannot be without a clean, wet rag. Okay, so I have heard that the easiest stuff to decorate with is, and I'm going to butcher this, fondue? No, not fondue. Fondant? Anyway, you can buy it or you can make it. Okay, now let me see. Do I have any? I've got some lumpy spots, but I don't think I have any bare ones. Okay, now then, let me get all of this out of here. This is almost like it, well, it's not almost like, it is kind of like a spatula. Look at that. You can get the most. I think that's enough. I hope this doesn't kill poor little Jonah. Okay, now I'm not going to do anything with the top until I do the sides. So, here we go. Now, the thing is that I don't want, I wish y'all could see this, but I'm just going to lightly see, I went just a little. Y'all get the idea though, right? If you had more icing or frosting, I'm sure there's a difference. So y'all, there are a couple of things that I want to add to my kitchen. And that is some cooling racks, a bundt pan. What else did I say? I'd love to have one of those decorator things with the tips, you know, that you can squeeze pretty stuff out of. Okay, y'all, that is not nearly beautiful. I'm doing better with my little offset knife. I think it's because if I had more frosting, it would do better. And the thing that I'm not doing is, the preferred one of these is metal. And I'll tell you why. When you're doing something like this right here and you're a perfectionist like I no longer am, you can dip your metal into a cup of almost boiling water, just heat it in the microwave, and then it will slide right around, and then you dip it and rinse it off and continue. And I'm not doing that because, you know, I'm just not. I think Jonah will like this little cake, though. I sent his daddy an email and told him that I had made it and asked him when a good time was. Let me see, should I put little peaks on it? I always like that. It's kind of warm in here, so my icing is not really sticking up like it would. Okay, y'all, I think I have done about as much damage to this little cake as I can. Except the evil sprinkles. Oh, y'all, now my teeth are just on edge. I am not putting all these sprinkles on this cake. Now, y'all, I have not, John never said that Jonah couldn't have cookies or brownies, but I know sometimes children with different conditions, um, you have to be really careful about their little diets. So even if Jonah just got a little bite, okay, Deborah, you said you weren't going to use all of these. Look at this. You think any of... look at that. I remember my grandmother, y'all, when she used to make her wonderful coconut cake. It was tall. And it... Ow! I just cut myself. She would throw the frosting on the, what you call it? Oh, I didn't save enough to go all the way around. Oh, well. It's not like I'm entering a contest or anything. Okay, now, Lord, please help those people. You know, lately I have really been, it's been on my mind to pray for our policemen, because every time they answer a call, you know how Rachel Ray has a trash bowl that she sits up on the counter, so all her peelings and her shells and all that stuff, I use my dishpan for that very thing. And then I just go through there and dig out the trash and whatnot. But it's just been on my mind to pray for our policemen. Now, y'all, Barbara, the lady who gave me, whoops, where is it? Hello, where are you, sweetie?
Well, what in the heck?
Well, y'all, I swear, who turned me loose with the camera? The faux plant that I showed y'all. She also got me, can you see that? Owl Band-Aids. And I cut, look, is that not the cutest little Band-Aid you've ever seen? That is adorable. And it's really just the right size, because I just nicked myself with that can of frosting. Now, what finger did I cut? Now, that's just because it's the longest one, y'all. It was just sticking out there, and I cut myself. But, sweetie, if you watch these videos anymore, I have so enjoyed my faux plant, all the little things you brought me. And you know what else you brought me? Magazines. I love magazines. Okay, now here's the hard part. Trying to take this tinfoil out without wrecking the cake. Look at that. Y'all, I'm going to tell you something. I'm kind of proud of this little cake. Look at it. Is that not cute? It's adorable. That is so cute, y'all. You gotta admit that's cute. All right. Oh my gosh, 30-minute video. Well, at least I spared you looking at my face this morning. Now I got to get out in the yard. And I love y'all. Thanks for watching. I was going to put all these videos together, but I think I'm going to have to do the first couple of ones separate, because it'd make an hour-and-a-half video. Do something fun today, y'all. I don't care what it is. Glue some buttons on a little ding-dang. You know, a little kitschy thing. You know who gave that to me? Mr. Terry. I love it. I love it. It's kind of in the window. It's kind you can you tell? He's kind of translucent. I thought about putting him on this cake, but he's kind of heavy. That's how my mind works, y'all. But anyway, I think you could call that a success. I hope he likes it. Anyway, y'all, do something fun. Love you, and I will definitely talk to you later. Bye now.